how you wrote down. Yeah, say that. I'm feeling that. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hope all is going well. Hope you all keeping the Sabbath holy. And by the way, this is Officer Solomon, the Benjamites, at One Nation Israelite School, and we're about to drop this sector of reading the scripts, and we're picking back up at Genesis chapter 36. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, hey, it was beautiful. Genesis chapter 36 and verse 1. Genesis chapter 36 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, and Adiah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Aholabama, the daughter of Anaha, the daughter of Zidon the Hivite, and Bashmath, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebajoth, and Adiah bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashmath bare Reuel, and Aholabama bare Jeush, and Jael, and Kor. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives, and his sons, and his daughters, and all the persons of his house, and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance, which he had gotten in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches was more than that they might dwell together. And the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's son: Eliphaz, the son of Adiah, the wife of Esau; Reuel, the son of Beshemath, the wife of Esau; and the son of Eliphaz was Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam. and Kenaz. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These was the sons of Adias, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Reuel, Nahath and Zorar and Shemaha and Mizah. These were the these were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Ahalbamah, the daughters of Anna, the daughter of Zidon, Esau's wife, and she bare to Esau Jeush and Ja'alam and Korah. These were dukes of the sons of Esau. The sons of Elphazaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke T-Man, Duke Omar, and Duke Epho, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, and Duke Gatim, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adiah. And these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Duke Nathah, Duke Zorah, and Duke Shemaha, Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Aholabamah, Esau's wife, Duke Jeus, and Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. And these were the dukes that came of Ahalabamah, the daughters of Anai, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes. These were the sons of Seir, the Horites, who inhabited the land, Lotan and Shubal, and Zidon and Anaha, and Dishan and Izer and Dishan. These are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Hemam. And Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shubal were these: Avlin and Manasseh and Ebal and Shepho and Onam. And these were the children of Zidon, both Ajah and Anah. These were that Anah that found the mules in the wilderness, as he fed the asses of Zidon his father. And the children of Anah were these: Dishan and Ahalabama, the daughter of Anan. And these are the children of Dishan: Hemdan and Eshaban and Ithran and Charan. The children of Izar are these: Bilhan and Zavan and Aknah. The children of Dishan are these: Uz and Aran. These are the dukes that came of the Hirites: Duke Lotan, Duke Shobal, Duke Zidon, Duke Anah, Duke Dishan, Duke Izer, Duke Dishan. These are the sons that came of Harah among the dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom. Before there reigned any king over the children of Israel, and Bela the son of Beor reigned. And Edom in Edom, and the name of his city was Den Habah. And Belha died, and Jobab the son of Zerah of Bezor reigned in his stead. And Joadad died, and Heshman of the land of Timnah reigned in his stead. And Hasham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Avith. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Mashrekah reigned in his stead. And Shimlah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. And Saul died, and Baal-Hanam the son of Archbor reigned in his stead. And Baal-Han the son of Archbor died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. The name of this city was Pul, and his wife name was Mehethlibel, the daughter of Mathred, the daughter of Mizarhad. These are the names of the dukes that came out of Esau according to their families, after their place by their name: Duke Timnah, Duke Alavah, Duke Jeetheth, and Duke Alohabalama, Duke Eli and Duke Pino, Duke Kazan and Duke Timan, Duke Mibzar and Duke Magdal and Duke Iram. These are the dukes of Edom, according to their habitation in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. Genesis chapter 37. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren. And the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wife. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that his father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it to his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I dreamed. For behold, we have bine sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaves arose and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood around about and made observance to my sheaves. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it to his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obstinance to me. And he said it, and he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brothers indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? And his brethren envy him, and his father observed the same. And his brother went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, I will send thee unto them. And he said unto him, Here am I. And he said unto him, Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vow of her barn, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I have heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after them, after his brethren, and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said to one another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, Some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to their father again. When it came to pass, when Joseph was coming to his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat, his coats of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spiceries and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, What profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brother were content. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they bought Joseph to Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit. and he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and I whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and killed the kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, This we have found. Know not whether it be thy son's coat or not. And he knew it and said, It is my son's coat. And evil beasts have devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, For I will go down into the grave until my son's mourning. Thus his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and a captain of the guard. Genesis chapter 38. Genesis chapter 38 and verse 1. And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned to a certain Adulamite, whose name was Harah. And Judah saw that there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shuah, and he took her and went in to her. And she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she conceived again and bare a son, and called his name Shelah, and was at Chazib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife of his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up a seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went into his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest he should give seed to his brother. Excuse me. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow at thy father's house till Shelah my son be grown. For he said, Lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. And in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died, and Judah was comforted, and went up into his sheep shears to Timnath, he and his friend Harar the Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnath to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garment off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat on an open place, which is by the way of Timnath, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, because she had covered her face. And he turned her by the way, and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come into thee, for he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me? Thou mayest come in unto me. And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelet, and thy staff that is in thy hand. And he gave it her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she arose and went away, and laid by her veil, and she laid by her veil from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent his kid by the hand of his friend the Adulamite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the man of the place, saying, Where's the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no harlot in this place. He returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the man of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that, it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, hath played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let me be burnt, and let her be burnt. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose there are, am I with child? And she said, Discern, I pray thee, whose are these, the signet and bracelet and staff? And Judah acknowledged them and said, She have been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her again no more. And it came to pass in the time of her travail that behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that the one put on his hand, and the midwife took and bound up his hand a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And it came to pass as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out. And she said, How hast thou broken forth? This breach be beyond thee. Therefore his name was called Phazriz. And afterwards came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah. That was Genesis chapter 38. We would pick back up at Genesis chapter 39. This was reading with the scripts with Officer Solomon the Benjamite. And we'll be bringing y'all another segment. Then later on the class, we'll see y'all till then. Shalom and happy Sabbath.